Well, hello everybody. I am Dean, the Turkey Legster, and it looks like I'm live. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my weekly Tuesday night show stream. Let's Talk Turkey. Tonight is a special edition. I have a plethora of wonderful friends who I have met through the years, either in person or through YouTube, through, some form, and I've invited them on to share the stories of how we've met. And we're going to play a little game. I've got some would you rather questions, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. Let me say hello to the chat super quick, and then we'll see who I have on the screen with me. I've got Tina McNeil. Hello, Tina, and hello to Chuck. Also, Brian Eisenhart. Welcome in. We may see him in a minute. Chris Curtis family, welcome in. Hello. Timothy Rainwaters. Hello. Um, the live place, Dean, the live place. We may see him in a few minutes, seconds. And that will be everybody. So if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to bop the like button. Everyone watching live, bop the like button. And if you are watching on the replay, leave me a comment and let me know that you watched. All right, friends, in the on screen, I am joined by all these wonderful people. I've got over here, oops, wrong way. I've got Brian Eisenhart in the chat. Brian's West Coast Disney Catastrophe. Welcome in, Brian. Mark Langenkamp, Leanne Sherbick in the chats. Tina McNeil. I'm sorry, wrong Tina. Tina McNeil's in the
Thank
chat.
you.
I've got Tina Marie, T Marie's place in the chats. And then we have Dean, the live place as well. And I may have some other friends join um, later on as we go. Gloria Thibodeau, welcome in. And Jason Thibodeau, welcome in. So, all right. Well, we are here because it has been 4 years on YouTube for me. I started my channel back in, it was late April, early May of 2021. And I was doing, I was following some of, the live streamers that were around at the time, the big ones, Resort TV One, Corey Meets World, um, Mouse Talk, uh, a lot of the Walt Disney World live streamers that are around, and just kind of getting inspired. I was doing podcasting at the time, my little podcast called The Dean Report. So I had a creator's mind. And finally, I decided to come over to YouTube and start this journey. And I recently hit 700 subscribers, and I've gained a few more since then. So it's been a really, really fun time. Mandy Adams, welcome in. Great to have you. All right, so I'm going to go around the screen. We'll start on the top, and we'll go start with what? So Brian, do you want to start or?
I'm pointing to Mark.
Oh, you're on the wrong side of the screen there.
He's that way.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, Brian, we'll start with you. You just share, if you wouldn't mind just sharing briefly, when you remember first seeing me in chats, when you found my
Okay.
started
Okay. The
watching my channel. Just
first time I saw you in chat was in my days being a moderator for Mouse Talk. I would see this guy, Dean the Turkey Leikster, and I'm like, well, that's a long name. And got to thinking, wait, how could somebody make a channel out of turkey legs? And apparently, yeah, he was able to do that. So very impressive. He still needs to try the
yeah.
buffalo turkey leg.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Disney World will get on it, we can do that.
Come on.
Oh,
Look how many years it took for Disney World to get Disneyland's corn dogs, and those are freaking amazing. So they're not going to get buffalo turkey legs. It's not going to happen. Not in our lifetime.
and we met in person a couple years ago
Yeah, back
in
during my 2022
Disney
2022
Springs.
trip.
Yeah,
That was
so that was amazing. It was a little hot that day.
yeah.
I do remember it was a little
Uh,
hot, but it was great
unless my
to
memory fails me, it was October 29th of 2022. That was the day I was supposed to check in at Art of Animation. And it happened to be my Disney Springs day. So
yeah. So yeah, and I was really glad because as his Brian's screen name suggests, he is over on the west coast um, of the country, not of Florida, and so I was really glad that I got to meet you in
well, I'll be coming
person.
back in a few years.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, thanks for being here. All right, Mark,
Hello, everybody.
how did you find me? When did you find me?
I've been thinking about that for a while, and I don't know. I don't remember. I know that I've been corresponding with you in the chat, um, and or being in your streams. I mean, not me being in the chat of your streams
Yeah.
for probably about a year now, at least. Maybe longer than that, but I don't remember how or when it started. I know that I got to see you at the Magical Night of Hope for this past year for the first time. I got to meet you in person. That was a pleasure.
Yeah, yeah, Magical Night of Hope. We did meet, and that was awesome. And um, meeting people and enjoying Magical Night of Hope. But yeah, I would say about a year, and I've seen you in a lot of the chats in the community. You know, Mouse Talk, one of them. You know, several other of the chats. That
Right.
we've, talked to. And then, the last few months, over Instagram and just a connection there. And it's been great, communicating with you and chatting back and forth. And yeah, and thank you for being here. Um,
Well, thank you for having me, and congratulations on 4 years.
Thank you. Yeah, it is. I look forward to many more years um, of this thing. Um, all right, we'll go down to Dean.
Got to unmute here. I'm Dean the second, and what I remember is that I did see you, and so I'm always I'm watching the heartbeat of the live streaming community, and I had seen you, and I think we had chatted, either in Resort TV One or some other chat. But then Brian here had the great idea, which I just loved, of having the two deans on a live stream. And so I don't remember when that happened, Brian, but
Oh God, it was a couple of years ago.
yeah, I
But
think
it
so.
was so much fun though.
It was fun, and I got to see what a genuinely nice person you are, Dean, and very impressed with just the way you live stream, and And so I asked you if you wouldn't mind if I put your live streams on the live place, of course. And
Hmm.
I just looked it up, and your first one was actually, I thought it was longer ago, but it says September 5th of last year. For some reason, I was thinking it was longer ago. And I've listed your, you have the shows where you're reading, and then
Hmm.
the interactive ones, and so, and also I just wanted to say I really like these other guys. How can a man focus on something like a turkey leg and make truly a thing of it? And you truly have. You're not a hypocrite in any sense of the word. You have you have identified the turkey leg like no one else. uh, and so I have a question for
Yeah.
you, Dean. How many turkey legs do you think Disney World sells every day?
Oh gosh. Um,
All of Disney, I should say.
I gotta say it's got to be thousands.
Yep, it is.
But I will continue that answer with my little mini rant. They would sell more if they sold them in all four of their parks.
Yeah.
They only sell them Magic Kingdom and Epcot and Disney Springs. They would sell more. Disney, are you listening? They would sell more. You sell them in all four parks and maybe bring some flavors over from Disneyland, like the buffalo and whatever they're doing over there, and they need turkey leg merch, a t-shirt, what are the things, the spirit jerseys,
Oh yeah.
a hat, do a, do some like ears. I had to go on Amazon for these and, get with the, come on, Disney, let's do this. But, yeah. So, well, yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for being here. And I had you on a stream
Yes.
last November. We chatted, kind of a get to
Mhm.
know you stream, and that was a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
thank you for putting my channel and my streams on the live place. The liveplace.com, everyone,
Thank you.
is your is the um what would you say, like a stream
I think Walt
guide, a
calls it this. I
listing,
think Walt calls it the TV guide of live
Yeah, the
streaming.
TV,
TV guide of YouTube, Disney
right?
YouTube, and um, family friendly content. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. All right.
Thank you,
To
Dean.
my friends that are in the background, I see you, and I will get to you in a few minutes. Thanks for popping in. All right, Tina.
Hello. Dean, I think you and I go way back to those 4 years. I think I've known you that long. Whether I'm Team Mock over here, where I don't remember exactly the first stream or chat that I saw you in, but I knew it was Dawn Hitchhiking Bones. It was all the streams kind of meshed together. I see you in Pete's. I see you pop in everywhere, literally everywhere. Mouse Talk. There's everyone. I don't know.
All the
Mars and the
channels,
Mouse,
so
Pete's
many
Dream, all
channels.
the
Yeah.
channels, every channel. And even back in the day with streamers who don't stream anymore, which a few have come and
Yeah.
gone along the way.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I remember seeing your name, and I just remember thinking, this is a man after my heart. Because growing up, my first memory of Disney was a turkey leg, and I just absolutely loved it. It was one of my favorite things about Disney World and Magic Kingdom. And I had an appreciation for you. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, we have not had the pleasure of meeting in person, but like you said, we've been chatting back and forth, messaging, Instagram, texting, your chats, we're see each other in all the channels, all for, all the years. And like you said, it is very hard because there are so many channels and we are all in, we're very supportive. So hence we watch all the channels and then, and So yeah, so thanks for coming on and helping to celebrate.
No problem. Congrats on 4 years.
Thank you, thank you. Leanne, welcome in. Um, Same thing. When do you remember us?
I've been trying to think of that like everybody else. And I can't even remember how long I've been doing this. Easy, probably early on in your YouTube career. And I can remember popping in and out of chats in the very beginning and seeing your name there, and it always striking a chord, because I have the memories when my kids were little, and they always had to have a turkey leg. And I can remember my family we were sitting right in front of Pecos Bill, and 3 families came up to us and were like, "Where did you get that?" Like, "Oh, over there." And we pointed, and the dad is standing there with like 10 hot dogs, sodas, everything else. And she's like, "Well, how much is it?" And I can't even remember. It was like, $4 or whatever at the time. And the woman's like, "Are you kidding me? That could feed our whole family, and you just went and spent $75 on hot dogs?" And my kids are sitting there literally passing the turkey leg back and forth between the 2 of them. And they finished it down to the bone. But I can tell you, it was the best money we spent that whole day. And they had a ball. And they still remember that to this day. Them passing this turkey leg back and forth, and this woman's husband coming up, and them having an argument in front of us because he spent so much on hot dogs when they could have just gotten a turkey leg for their 3 kids and would have been completely fine. But as far as, let's see, with us meeting, I can remember it. I can't remember it to the day like Brian, but if I went through my phone, I very well could. It was the hurricane in November of 2022.
Yes.
And it was right out in front of Guardians of the Galaxy, because Cynthia Reese and I came around the corner, and there was not a lot of people around because the hurricane was going through, and you were right there. And that was the very first time we had met. And then we took pictures, and then we all just started walking and causing shenanigans as we went through the park.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, we met again, like Mark said, at Magical Night of Hope.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then I remember we messaged right after that we had not gotten pictures. So
We did. That's right. We got a picture when we were there in November, but did not get a picture when we were at Magical Night of Hope.
So we have unfinished business, Leanne.
Yes, we do. We do.
Of the best kind. So anyway, yeah, thanks for coming on and helping me celebrate.
Well, congratulations for the 4 years. It's not an easy task. Not anymore.
It is
because
not.
like Tina was saying, the channels come and go, and they just don't make a way of it. But you've done great. Way to go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it has been quite a journey. And but I'm enjoying it. And representing, turkey legs to the masses that will listen. Let me say hello. I've got people in the chat. Movie Mania Nick, welcome in. Beat up, doo 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 doo. Julie Gerbil, welcome in. T-Town Mary Ellen, welcome in. Dave Stragan, welcome in. Tina, I gotta highlight this. This is very true. Children and some people may be able to share turkey legs. I do not have that ability. In fact, I have brought Ziploc bags and taken one to go along with the first one. So Tina is right on the money. I do not share turkey legs. I will enjoy turkey legs with you if you should desire. But anyway, Debbie Burnfield, welcome in.
Dean, I have a really funny turkey leg story for you. You'll love this. I don't think I ever told you this one. Back when I worked at Disneyland, one of my friends in outdoor vending got the turkey leg cart in Fantasyland over by Small World Mall. And this gentleman comes up to her cart and he says, let's see if I can get his voice right. Leg. And my friend's like, huh? He goes, leg. Like, oh, you want a turkey? Okay, it's $6.50, and sells him the turkey leg and walks off with his wife, and she could hear his wife say, why do you always have to be such a Neanderthal? True story.
Wow.
And if you think about it, the turkey leg is the only food item in Disney that you could behave like a Neanderthal and nobody would think anything of it. Right?
Right.
It's true.
Good point.
Jonathan Chong, welcome in. Welcome in. All right. So I just want to ask, so I'm going to just have a little fun with you guys on the screen, and everyone in the chat can participate in a little would you rather. So I have a Disney themed would you rather question, and we'll just do one or two really quick, and then I'm at the point where I will need to bring on a couple more friends. So everybody, would you rather have your own personal genie or your own, wait, now I don't get this. Okay, would you rather have your own personal genie or fairy godmother?
Ooh, good question.
Your own personal genie or personal fairy godmother?
Would it be the genie from I Dream of Genie?
Barbara Eden.
No, Aladdin. Aladdin. 10,000 years.
Oh,
Nice try.
pay for it, Brian.
Oh my gosh. That's actually a tough question.
Okay, Nick, I see your question. I will get to that in a minute.
Are they limited? Either limited in how many wishes they can give you?
I have no other information. It's just the question. I'm
I
assuming
wonder, considering the
it's,
genie usually only gives you 3 wishes.
Right, right.
But-
I think we'll just go with the characters as they are, their powers that they have in the classic movies.
Oh, definitely Genie then.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, it would be definitely Genie for me.
I think I would do a fairy godmother, considering the genie only gives you 3.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm greedy or anything, but
But
You know,
all the fairy godmother
the
did was
opportunity's
change her
there.
clothes. All she did was change her clothes and change a pumpkin to a coach, and all she was doing was the powers of transformation. The genie can create stuff
nothing
out of
says
nothing.
she can't transform anything into $1 million or into something else or
Yeah,
whatever.
but it would change. But it would change back at midnight.
Right. Well, and Leanne's got a
That's okay.
point. That doesn't mean she can't do more. That's just all we had time for in that movie.
Mhm.
Mark?
Yeah, I was going with Leanne there, but Brian brings up a good point there. Everything does turn back at midnight. Well, is that true though?
But again,
wouldn't Cinderella's glass slippers have turned back into something?
Well, she lost that one. It should have turned back, but I guess it didn't.
There was a reason, and I remember reading about it, and now I forgot it, but I'm going to look that up.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point. I don't know that well, she had her ball gown was her, the other dress that got tore up from the stepsisters. And
the glass slippers did not turn back because they were the only things that weren't made from something else. They were just pure magic.
Well, that means that the fairy godmother can make things, and I'm going with the fairy godmother.
Yeah.
Okay. Dean?
I'm also going fairy godmother because the genie always seems to have consequences, whereas I think the fairy godmother is the happy ending scenario. So I like the Barbara Eden thought, Brian, but I'm going fairy godmother.
Make me a prince.
And Tina?
Oh, definitely fairy godmother. Besides, Cinderella's my favorite princess. I love that whole movie.
Mine
And
too. Yeah.
who doesn't want a grandma like fairy godmother to be looking after you, to be there for you when you need her the most? You could go 3 wishes and then wish 3 things of what you want, but you don't get that love and care that you would from fairy godmother.
I have a point about that though. There was that animated series after Aladdin, the movie came out, when Aladdin wished for the genie to be free, that the genie stuck around and was giving him more wishes.
Oh.
So there is that.
Yeah, but there's no motherly care from a genie.
No.
There's
a heck of a lot of laughs.
Sure.
What's cool is, and maybe this is known to everybody, maybe it's not, but the one fairy godmother that was at Magic Kingdom for so many years, she had started out as Snow White, and she went over time and became the fairy godmother and was still working. So that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So,
Very
Leanne,
cool.
your official answer?
I'm team fairy godmother.
All right. Yeah, I think I am fairy godmother as well. So,
Well, I'll still fight for the genie.
all right. So I am, unfortunately, I do need to get 2 volunteers to
I'm heading out because I'm going to bed.
Oh.
4
All
o'clock
right,
comes
well,
early.
all right. Well, thank you, Leanne, for coming
Well,
on,
thank
and
you for having me, and congratulations.
Yeah.
I hope we can meet again and get
Definitely.
10 selfies
To make up for the one we
to
missed.
make up for the one we missed.
Yep.
So, thank you, Leanne. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye,
Leanne.
Leanne.
You can toss me out too, Dean. I have
All right.
another engagement.
All right. Well, Tina, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And
Congrats on 4 years. Many more.
thank you. Yes, many more. Many, many more.
And lots of turkey legs. And we'll meet soon.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
sure.
more turkey legs.
And a turkey leg on me, and we're gonna do a turkey toast.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. I'm not going to write it down because I will not forget that.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Hi, Tina.
Bye, Tina.
Do you need anyone else, Dean, or do you just need me too?
Right now I am good.
Right.
I am bringing in Dave Stragan.
Yes,
Welcome in.
Hello.
Mamadi, Debbie Burnfield. Welcome in. All
Oh
the
my
friends.
gosh.
Welcome in to you both. Let me check the chat super quick. See if someone else popped in. I need to answer Nick's question. Where'd it go? Nick asked, how come there is no shirt out there with Dean holding 2 turkey legs, or did I miss it? Nick, there is no shirt, but I do have a picture. I'll have to actually I don't know if I can post it because there is someone who has stepped away from social media, so I want to request his privacy wishes. But I do have a picture with me and holding 2 turkey legs because I bought 2 turkey legs, and as I mentioned before, I had a Ziploc bag and I got one right there and I took one to go. By the way, they're not as good when they go because they're in the bag and then the heat, they're still warm, so they're kind of condensation-y in the
Oh,
bag.
yeah.
Yes, that's a word. And they're just not that.
Condensation-y.
They're still good, but they're not as magical. So
Okay, Dean, I have a challenge for you. You're going to Epcot tomorrow.
I am.
You celebrate your 4 years on YouTube. I have a challenge. You refuse to accept it. Try to consume 4 turkey legs in one sitting.
Oh, mercy.
4 of them. One for each year on YouTube. Can you do it?
All right, I will consider that. But anyway, welcome in, Mama D, Debbie, welcome in. It's great to have you. And Dave, welcome in. So I was having everyone else on the screen. Welcome in, John Surfbum. Welcome in. Anyway, back. I was having everyone.
Dean, even Julie agrees with my challenge there.
So I was having everyone share like when either we met or you remember us first meeting in person, or when your first memories of meeting me anywhere on YouTube and beyond. So, Debbie?
I don't remember when I seen you in the chat. So I'm sure I've seen you probably far back as probably Walt and Melissa, because that was about my first YouTuber. I mean Disney YouTuber. But I do remember, who was it, last year, no, the year before, when you were so kind to meet me in Hollywood Studios to help me look for Pete. And we went through the whole park thing looking for Pete. And I thought that was such a sweet. I mean, that was. I was totally lost, and I never been to Hollywood Studios, and I'm like looking at everything. I'm like, wow, and I'm trying to pay attention to where you're walking, because I'm trying to catch up to your walking.
Yeah, I remember that, and I was streaming.
Yeah, you were streaming.
We did that. I was live that time, so if you go back on the channel, and it was at Christmas time, and so it's Hollywood Studios. That would have been 2023, December 2023. And so that was a fun time. We got to meet you in person and take you all the way back, because where Pete was like way back there in the
he was
in the corner there.
It's an Italian restaurant. I can't remember the name of it.
Mama Melrose.
Mama, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then we also I saw you this past December.
Yeah, last year at
Magical Night of Hope.
And I was very surprised that you were there, and I was very shocked. I was like so happy to see you again.
Yeah, I almost did not go, but I was gifted a ticket And so it was an early Christmas gift, and I was very happy to receive. And let me see, someone else popped in. J&N Travels, welcome in. John and Nancy.
Hi,
So
Johnny
who else?
Nancy.
Someone else popped in. Bloomin' Cheese, welcome in.
Hi,
Oh,
Richard.
click good. Bloomin' Cheese, welcome in. Welcome in. Um,
Yeah, so
let me check
that
the
was a really
chat.
really that was a fun memory,
Yeah,
and I really appreciate you, taking your time doing that for me. And it was just like, because I had no clue where I was going.
yeah, yeah. And so I was.
And
Yes,
now
you do,
Debbie's an old
Chris.
pro.
Yes, you
Right,
do,
Debbie?
Chris.
I don't know about
Yes,
an
you
old
do,
pro.
Chris. Speaking of,
That's
and
right,
so,
Chris.
yeah, I gotta say, I have to say it's really hard for me to remember, too, because, and I said something about, I think I just said something about this. There's so many channels, and everyone is, everyone's very supportive of everyone. So everyone goes in and finds, and everyone shouts out all the other channels, and go check them out, and they're going to go live such and such a time, and
Right.
go in and give them a follow, a subscribe, and everything. And so you talk to everyone, and so like me, I've had people that I've chatted with forever in other channels, then I'm doing a stream and I see their name in my chat. And so it's really, because of that crossover, I guess you call it, it's really kind of hard to keep the timeline straight,
Right. Right.
um, do as far as um, when we actually met. But I'm glad I've met you, and
Me too.
many more years of the friendship.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm so proud of your success, Dean. I mean, you've come so far, and you just get everybody's attention. Your soft voice, but you just get everyone's attention to listen and really pay attention and really enjoy what the whole meaning of what this community is all about. And I think that's really, you bring in the community, and I really appreciate that.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, about my voice, I've gotten many comments about my voice. And I used to work in a drive-through, Wendy's. And so they would have me taking orders on the speaker, and I got so many comments about my voice specifically. People would ask me, "Are you on radio? You should be on radio. You have such a calm, sweet voice." One lady, I was taking her order, and she ordered a combo meal, and I asked her what she wanted to drink, and before she answered, she interrupted me and said, I was all mad when I pulled in here, but ever since I've been talking to you, I've just, you have calmed me down." And I was like, oh, it made my day. So, but yeah, I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
Dean, you still owe me a Baconator.
What? I am no longer associated with the restaurant, so I'm not sure where that ever came. Um, Dave, welcome in, and share if you can remember kind of where we connected, where we met, and all that.
Yeah, online, when you see people in the chats, it's hard to remember the first time you saw them. But it's been quite a while. But the first time we met was Magical Night of Hope, which was December last year.
Yep,
November, December.
yeah.
December. And that was the first time. But I'm sure we will run into each other again at more
Oh,
events.
we have to. Yeah, we have to. Yeah. So, and yeah, I remember meeting you there. And let me scroll down. Okay, I do have one more friend. We'll get in a few minutes. we'll have to need another volunteer to cycle out.
I'll take off. I've got to do a
Okay.
couple things.
Okay.
Dean, congratulations on 4 years. May you have many more. And again, that challenge is still up tomorrow. 4 turkey legs. Who wants to see that? Give a thumbs up in chat if you want to see Dean gobble up 4 turkey legs tomorrow.
I don't want
my
to get him
goodness.
sick, Brian.
I'm with Debbie.
All
right,
right.
guys.
Well, with that, thank you, Brian, for being here. And
Okay, thank you for having me, my friend. Good seeing you on here. Congratulations on 4 years.
All right, thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
Brian.
All righty. All right, and of course we have
Yay.
Tina
Yeah.
McNeil. I actually can say Tina McNeil now, and be right in addressing. And also welcome in Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones, in the
Hi,
chat.
Dawn.
Welcome in. Let me check. Let me scroll up. Who else? Anyone else? All right. So Tina, as you've heard, I'm asking everyone to share like when we first met or connected anywhere on this channel, in the community. So
I remember we met on a very, very rainy day. You met up with Chuck and I under the awning.
you're breaking up, Tina.
Oh, Frozen, I think.
Frozen.
Is
You're
that me?
frozen. Yeah.
Okay. That's another reason why I didn't figure I could stay on for very long. Anyway, as far as I remember, let me talk quick. Under the awning at that shop by the International Gateway. What is that? International Traveler Shop or something like that. It was
Yeah,
pouring down rain.
I
Remember
think.
that?
Yes.
And we've seen each other several times since then. We even,
Yeah.
you got up close and personal with a penguin with us. So
Yeah, at SeaWorld. I remember that. That was really awesome. I think I have at least one short on the channel that kind of captures that. But yeah, we have um yeah, we met. I do remember that day that at
hi,
Epcot,
Donna.
and we've met in Magic Kingdom, and we were at Animal Kingdom once. I don't
Yeah.
remember Hollywood Studios, but I remember those other 3 parks. And
Yeah, I don't think we've ever been to Hollywood Studios together, but we've been to Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and SeaWorld. So,
yeah,
and Disney Springs. So
and Disney's. I don't remember the Disney Springs.
it was the day you lost your glasses, your sunglasses.
Oh, yeah, I remember losing the sunglasses. I probably won't tell that story on this stream.
Yeah, no, you
but
don't need to tell that story. But we also went to Earl of Sandwich with Russ and Cherie and James. So we've met up with each other quite often. You, me,
Yep.
Chuck.
Yeah, I met Richard Blumenchiza at Disney Springs.
Yep.
Also, that was a
Yep.
lot of fun. Welcome in to Donna Jaworski. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I have a Tina story to tell.
A Tina story?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm scared about that.
She just said that she met with you, I don't know, a half a dozen or more times, maybe 8 times. She was supposed to meet with me, and I don't know what she did.
I think we kind of passed each other somehow, Mark.
Somehow we were both in Epcot together, but we were supposed to meet.
I have a terrible memory, and I think we probably just passed each other on. Yeah. Yeah. And Dave and I met. I haven't met you yet, Dean from the TV Guide of live streaming, but
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
what
I've
I
met
want to
Debbie.
meet too. Yeah,
I know. Well,
I
I
want
don't
to
Yeah.
live
meet
there now.
Dean too.
Yeah. And yeah.
I need to meet all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. I
And
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
Donna, yeah, I met Donna first at Epcot at a concert over there, the America Gardens Pavilion. And then I met Donna again at Magical Night of Hope.
Yep.
And I met a lot of people at Magical Night of Hope, both for the first time and saw them again. And me and Donna, I send Donna all the things all the time. She likes musical things and like funny memes, and so I'm always sending Donna some things, on Instagram, and it's uh, hilarious, you know.
One of
So
the treasures of the community.
yes, yes. Um, well, let me do another Would You Rather for everyone on the screen, and then unfortunately, that's gonna wrap up the stream. Let's see here. So this is Disney Edition. Would you rather? Um, Oh, okay. This is a good one. Would you rather be known for your super strength like Hercules or for your bravery like Simba? Would you rather be known for your super strength like Hercules or for your bravery like Simba? So everyone in the chat, feel free to pop in a guess. And Tina?
I'll start, and then I'll get back out before my internet goes down again.
Okay.
I'd rather be known for my bravery. Strength isn't any good if you're not brave.
This is true. This is true.
So, everybody have a good night. I'll be watching in the
All
chat.
right. Watching, always watching.
Always. I'm watching. Always watching.
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Good night.
See you, Tina.
Bye, Tina. Thank you so much.
Good night.
And Debbie?
I'm gonna say bravery also, because my strength, that's another question. But my bravery, yeah.
Yeah.
My bravery, yes. I mean, the things I've gone through in my life, I had to be brave. But
Yeah.
I wish I was a little braver at times. So yeah, bravery, yes, most definitely.
Yeah. I think it's an interesting question because I don't know. I guess I've always tended
I think
to.
you could be strong without brave, but you can't be brave without strength.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to get words for it. But yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah. Dave?
If you're super strong, all your friends are always going to want to help them move. So I'm going to definitely go with bravery. That will save
That's
all your
true.
weekends.
Good point.
That is very
I'll
true.
keep that in mind, Dave, because when I comes a time when I have to move, I know who to roll.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Dean?
I'm with everybody. Bravery. I have a whole diatribe about superheroes and how I think reality is we're not really super strength superheroes. We have to be brave through life. So I'm with everyone.
Okay. And Mark?
Bravery.
Yep. Bravery. Yep. Bravery. That's a good one. That I think we went a little deeper than I was thinking, but it's very important, um, and I just thought of in the last minute here that it does tie into doing YouTube, because it takes a kind of bravery, um, not the kind that you do in real life, quote unquote, but hitting the live button, you never really know what's going to happen, who's going to pop in, is the stream going to cut out, are you going to get 1,000 trolls in the chat, which happened on my first test stream, before I had any moderators. Tina and Dawn were in that chat and can attest to it. And so, you learn things through the course of doing YouTube, but then of course, real life is bravery of a, that I would say a different sort, a more, not more, but I'll just leave it at a different sort. So that's kind of my YouTube tie-in to the whole, um, being brave. Um, but yeah, I have doing YouTube over the 4 years. I have learned a lot, and I have learned to. I'm at a point now where yes, I do. Try to include, my, description, on all my videos just to have that information. I make sure the title is, spelled right. And there are certain basic things for YouTube that you do for all your videos and live streams, but I'm just, I'm enjoying it, and I'm becoming less bothered by the fact that my growth has been slow and steady, but because it has been steady, I think that's part of why, I'm just enjoying it. But a bigger part of that is connecting with people in the community, and just I've got my own take on things. When I go to the parks, I stroll, or to my relaxing places around Central Florida. I like to focus on the relaxing side of where I'm at. And I think I mentioned a few weeks ago, probably on my 700 subscribers, but I like to focus on showing what it's like to be at Disney versus going to and doing Disney. Um, and it's not a bad thing for the streamers to take you on the rides and everything. And but I like to go. I like to, little people watching. I'll watch the parade. I'll just take in, a view across, whatever body of water is there. Look at some architecture, some if there's a hidden Mickey I know about, I'll show that, and that kind of thing. Taking in details and just strolling around is kind of my take on Disney. and you know, and I want to do that because people coming in from out of town may not have the luxury of doing that when they're there for a week and they're or a few days, and they want to see everything that's, you know, in the parks, you know, squeeze in as much as they can, and they don't see you know, a window up on a building with a nice planter or whatever. They don't see, you know, some other feature, you know, that I might show um, on the streams. And so, but there is a tie into turkey legs. It's turkey legs help to relax you. They have the I forget how you classify it, the tryptophan that is supposed to, when you eat it and you just relax. So I'm just all about their relaxation and
Just absorbing it all.
taking it, yeah, is absorbing it all, taking it in, and yeah, so that's you know, that's my thing. That's my and I enjoy doing it. And I think that if, you know, if the day comes and I, you know, stop YouTube, it wouldn't be my choice. Definitely because I just enjoy it so much, and I enjoy sharing that with people. And if even one person watches a live stream, a short, a video, it's all worth it. But I am so thankful that I have had several people, you know, a whole community of people that I have connected with and that are there to come along for the strolls and the chats. So with that, I want to thank you all on the screen for popping in and hanging out with me and helping to celebrate this great milestone. If you want to hang out in the back room for a few minutes, we can do a quick chat afterwards, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream. Thank you all for being on, and I am going to make myself big. Oh, what'd I do? I'm going to go full screen.
Congrats again on 4
here.
years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Yes.
So guys, let me do something here. As I am wrapping up the stream, I do want to thank you all so much for coming in. And one thing that I need to also mention, I'm going to do this again because my moderators, my Gobble Squad moderators, as I talked about earlier, well, you know about moderators, they're in blue with the wrenches in the chat. Dawn and Tina were my first two. Very, very shortly after that, I brought, well, no, Mike Wheeler and Stacy Rogers. They made my original four, and I added on Jonathan Chong, Disnoa, Cynthia Candy Mom, Jennifer Caruso, Zippity Doo Doug, and Dave Stragand is my most recent moderator. And so thank you to all you guys for being willing to take on that role of supporting my live streams and supporting my journey in that way. So, very, very much appreciated. Or as I say, mucho apreciado. Okay, I'm going to go big again. I got a couple of really quick announcements. Okay, so thank you, Donna. Thank you, Richard. Arjons, welcome in. Where am I? What am I doing? So speaking of my live streams, my streams, I am going to be going to Disney tomorrow, and I'm going to be live at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Epcot. And I'm going to be strolling around there, enjoying the Flower and Garden Festival, looking at the topiaries. We'll go walk through the butterfly garden. We'll just enjoy it, and looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully you can pop in. And later that afternoon, I am going to be at Hollywood Studios. I'll be hopping over to check out that park. And that stream is going to be at 2:30 p.m. And okay, Dean. Oh, I closed something. So anyway, I'll be strolling around. One reason I'm hopping over there is because I heard that they made an announcement that the Muppet Courtyard is going to be beginning a phased closing really soon. And so I want to go over there, stroll around that area, and just get some good views of that before walls go up. And then, eventually they're going to be bringing in the Monsters Inc. land to that part of the park. And then I'll be strolling into Galaxy's Edge. This coming weekend is May the 4th. So I want to do a little Star Wars enjoyment there. Let me check the chat once again. Yep. So thank you everyone for coming in. Oh, and Thursday, speaking of Star Wars, my regular Once Upon a Turkey Leg, I'll be reading Star Wars stories, some favorite Star Wars stories from that galaxy far, far away. So that's Thursday night. That is 9:00 p.m. The next Tuesday, Let's Talk Turkey is Star Wars chat. We'll do some Star Wars Would You Rather, and I'll maybe break out some Star Wars trivia, chat, and it'll be a great time talking Star Wars next Tuesday. So with that, guys, everyone in the chat, thanks for watching. Everyone on the replay, thanks for watching. Bop the like if you haven't. Everyone on the replay, leave a comment. And thanks again to my guests tonight, all my wonderful guests and friends for coming on the screen to help to celebrate this milestone. It's been fun, it's been great, and as Buzz Lightyear says, no, who said it? Anyway, I'll use my phrase, onward and upward. And thank you all for joining me. So take care, have a gobbletastic night, and I'll see you later.